Hello and welcome to the podcast. My name is Jake Mix. I am a content marketing manager here at doTERRA. And first off, I just want to say thank you for listening to these episodes, listening to the podcast. Honestly, we appreciate you. One thing that we're always trying to do is improve and create a better experience for you. And so you might notice that this episode is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about lavender, but kind of going in depth, not only on just like the simple things, how to use, the benefits, the use cases, but we're also going to be talking to the sourcing team, to the science team, and kind of giving you a full in-depth review of these oils. Now, one thing that's really important, we want to get feedback on these episodes going forward. And so if you do have feedback, if you want to hear about a certain oil, if you want to see certain things on the podcast, make sure that you email socialmedia@doterra.com. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified going forward. And without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Saimoni Lesu, and this is my good friend, Paige Sorensen.
Yep. Hi. So happy to be here.
Yeah. And so, Paige, this is, as Jake mentioned, intro, this is kind of a fresh way we're going to talk about the product.
Yes.
And so I'm excited. And we're going to talk about lavender.
Yeah, let's review it. Let's get into it. Let's learn stuff. I'm super excited about it. Yeah.
And I got to say, like, lavender to me is kind of like the dark horse, the unsung hero. It's almost like the champion that always won championships, and then everybody kind of forgot how great it was.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people talk about frankincense, and they're like, when in doubt, frank it out, or something like that.
Yep.
But to me, lavender, the more I've learned about lavender throughout the years, I'm like, dude, this oil can carry its own weight with the best of them.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty universal. I feel like it can be used in so many different ways.
So many ways.
Yeah, so.
But people are probably wondering, okay, what is this paper? Is this their script?
Yeah, no.
This is actually a PIP, right? Mm-hmm. And these are product information pages, is that right?
Yes, and they're my favorite. They're on every website. Every doTERRA website, you can get to a PIP, which is product information page, and it has everything you need to know about that specific product or oil, and I love them. I reference them daily.
Now, the product information page.
Yes. Yeah, right?
You like that?
Yeah.
Gives us all the information like we were talking about. But let's run through this real quick, because it's pretty cool. I feel like a lot of people maybe underutilize this resource, but there's cool things that explain everything about the product.
Yeah, I didn't even know this existed till recently, and it's just such a good reference. So first we want to start with, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Thank you, I forgot to say that.
No, you're good, you're good. And then we wanted to also start with, every bottle and every product page has like little symbols on them, little letters. And so we wanted to kind of walk you through these letters. And so on lavender, there's an A, a T, an I, and an N. And it does reference at the bottom, so you know for every product, it'll just tell you right at the bottom of it. But for the A, it's aromatic, meaning we can breathe it in, smell it, put it in our diffuser. It's also great topically. That's what the T is. You can put it on your skin and use it in a topical way. And then I is for internal. You can take it, you can ingest it or take it internally. And then the N is for neat. This is unique with lavender, I feel like, because you can put lavender just neat on your skin. You don't have to dilute it. A lot of oils, you need to be aware of dilution, like how to dilute it and how to just make it better for the skin so there's no sensitivity there. So
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know what that meant.
You didn't.
I was like, so if you just throw it on, is it messy?
No. Oh, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
So check out the pens.
Yeah, it has all the information you need to educate yourself and to like help other people. If you're sharing oils in any way, you've got it all right here on the pip.
Yeah.
So.
Well, really quick, I gotta admit, lavender is an oil that I think everybody in the world knows about, especially in the essential oil world. It's the most popular, it's the most purchased oil. But for me, it kind of like, it took some time to understand the power of it. It's grown on me throughout the years.
Yeah, give us your review of lavender. Tell us your thoughts.
Well, I bring that up because you brought up application.
Yeah.
And aromatic, I was like, okay, let's diffuse this in the air. I heard it calms the environment. It brings, some peace and tranquility, serenity. which is also,
Yes.
a big
Yeah.
lavender blend. But that's what I've done for the most part. And then I started throwing it in my tea.
Oh, interesting. I've heard of tea, and also like I've heard it used a lot in like lavender lemonades.
Oh.
Yeah, during the
Yes.
summer. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, like adding lavender with just a drop of lavender, and I usually put a drop of ginger
Oh, cool.
with some honey.
You're brave.
That tea is,
So good.
the ginger is powerful.
I'll have to try that.
But the lavender balances that out beautifully. And so I drink that usually once a day towards the night, just because ginger helps with the digestion and all of that.
And it calms you.
But then the lavender
Yeah.
brings in, and the lavender has this sweetness to it that complements the honey.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
anyways, I brought that up because of the application. So you can learn aromatic topically. I do a lot with my kids.
Cool.
And so I'll throw it actually in their bath or in their diffuser, or rub it into the bottoms of their feet, their
Great.
back. I mean, lavender, again, it's the pocket. You can use it for so many different things.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I have an interesting relationship with lavender. I don't necessarily love the smell of it. It's
Okay.
like I'm not drawn to the smell. I'm totally a citrus girl. That's
Okay.
what makes me so happy. However, lavender has been like a huge thing in my family. And so about 12 years ago, my son was having skin issues.
Yeah.
It was a really stressful time. We just couldn't find a solution for it. And I was complaining to one of my girlfriends. I was like, how can this be? Like, this feels so simple, and yet there's no solution for it. And my girlfriend was like, have you ever heard of doTERRA lavender oil? At this point in my life, I had never heard of essential oils, touched them, smelt them, nothing. It was like brand new to me. And we were so desperate to get help that we, of course, took it. And my husband and I were like, there's no way this is gonna work. There's no way. And we consistently put lavender and lotion on his legs every single night. And about 3.5 weeks later, he found relief.
Dang.
And we were like, this must have been a coincidence, but it really wasn't. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't have experienced it. And also, lavender brought relief to our family, and it quite literally changed our family's lives. Like, that was such a stress in our life, and it provided the solution. And so I love lavender, even though I'm not drawn to the smell.
Yeah.
So it's been such a help.
Yeah, I mean, that will do it.
Yeah.
Especially an experience like that. Yeah, again, there's so many different uses from skin, topically, internally, tea. Try that out.
Yeah.
Aromatically. And lavender is actually included in so many different blends that we have here
Yeah,
at doTERRA.
it really is. It's like a base for a lot. doTERRA lavender was my intro into oils, and I just fell in love from there. I mean, after lavender, I was introduced to grapefruit and lemon, and forget about it. They're like my favorites. I use them daily. And so it's just so fun because it's just the beginning. It's such a basic, and it can be the beginning of your journey or anywhere in your journey, like you're saying. It's an underdog.
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No.
lavender has a history. Can I just go over that real quick?
Let's do it.
Okay, for centuries, lavender has captivated hearts with its unmistakable aroma and many benefits. The ancient Egyptians and Romans were the first to embrace its versatility, using it for bathing, cooking, and as a perfume. So I love that because that completely supports everything you just said. It's been around since the beginning of time, and it's been helping since the beginning of time.
Right.
And yet we all kind of like forget it's there.
It's great.
Yeah. Let's go over we do want to go over the science and the chemical components, but we're super excited. We're going to take you with us, and we're going to walk around campus, and we're going to go talk with people. And so we're super excited to have them maybe give you some valuable information about like what's the components, how is it made up, and also how does it affect us, and how does it benefit us on a science level.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited because, whenever we talk about products or people ask me about products, I'm not like the expert on things. I know things and I've had personal experiences, but we have brilliant brains, so many people that are super knowledgeable about the product, and we get to talk with them and kind of give them the behind the scenes of the process of everything from how we source lavender to the development of a specific blend, or how they personally use lavender. And so we're excited to jump into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're excited to bring these guys along too.
Same. Okay, let's go.
Let's get it. Jakey, I'll park
do
your
this.
son. We are
Let's
together.
do this. Okay, Sai.
What's up?
I want you to try and describe what lavender actually smells like.
What it
to
smells
you.
like?
Yeah, like try and put it into words for anyone who hasn't used it or
Okay.
isn't familiar with it.
It's almost like a refreshing, but not like a peppermint, minty type of fresh.
Okay.
Smooth,
Okay.
silky,
Oh, that's
subtle,
good. That's good.
light, flowery. Because I mean, I know what lavender is. So
Yeah,
I'm trying.
yeah.
I try my best not to be too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say light.
All of that hits.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, it feels light to me. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel heavy, which is so nice. Can we ask you a question? Are you willing? Okay. I love that you're hiding. That's so sweet of you. Will you tell us what lavender smells like? To you. We're just wandering and chatting.
It just smells like serenity to me. Like, and I know we have a serenity
Yes,
blend, but
yeah.
yeah, it just feels like calming.
Oh, the word serenity.
yes,
Got
the word
it.
serenity. Yeah.
Good. I love it. It's very calming. Thank you so much. I forget that serenity is a word, because
I
we
know.
use it all the time in oil
Exactly.
form. Yeah, it's like a description. Okay, so tell me who Ben is. We're going to go chat with Ben.
Man, I don't know his official title. He's like the strategic sourcing senior director. He's super important.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So he's important.
Yeah.
And he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff, especially about sourcing. Anyways, we're gonna talk to Ben. He's the
Okay.
real expert, and he knows all about these things. So
Okay,
I'm
let's go
excited.
find him.
Yep. Just read the- you know what? That's it.
Come on, come on.
Hold on. I need to calm down. I'm really nervous right
Okay.
now. Here we go.
Oh, you're out. That was fun. We're so excited to have you. We've been chatting about lavender, giving reviews, but you're the professional. So tell us who you are and what you do at doTERRA and how long you've been here.
Okay, my name is Ben Platt. I've been here for a little over 7 years. I work on the sourcing team, and I help oversee kind of the sourcing strategy. Yeah,
Okay.
what plants grow where and how we're doing it and that kind of thing.
Very
And that's
cool.
the next question we wanted to ask you. And Ben's being very humble.
Yeah, I was just
He
going to say,
knows
you're kind of a big deal.
all the ins and outs about sourcing, which I feel like that distinguishes doTERRA. And it's just one of the big pieces that really distinguishes us as a company. Anyways, Ben, lavender. Where does our lavender come from?
It grows in multiple countries, so France, Bulgaria, and Albania specifically.
Okay.
They're all Lavandula angustifolia, which
Okay.
is the botanical name
Okay.
that we grow. But then different varieties give different chemistries and different profiles. So we grow them in different regions, and that becomes a blend, which is in the bottle.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So they're blended together. That's good to
Yeah.
know. I was wondering that.
So you mentioned that there's different species of lavender,
Different varieties.
different varieties.
Yeah.
Why do we only source Lavandula angustifolia?
Well, chemistry is the ultimate call for us, right? So if the chemistry will hit certain things, then that's what we are led by.
Okay.
And so Lavandula angustifolia has proven to be the premium species of lavender, and then we select varieties within that to give us the chemistry that we want.
Ah.
And you're saying we put this blend together so it's like optimal.
Super optimal
Okay.
and driven by chemistry,
Okay.
right? So chemistry is the thing that tells our bodies sleep well or
Yeah. Say all of
calm
that.
down or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those things. And so it's the lavendyl acetate and the different things in lavender that allow our bodies to feel that. And so we can batch our oil based off of the chemistry, based on where it's growing and what it's doing. So Albania is a classic example. We grow some lavender in Albania specifically because it gives us a certain chemistry that is awesome. Same with the French lavender that's grown in France and the Bulgarian lavender that's grown in Bulgaria. Then when we take those three pieces and we combine them together, we get a really beautiful, super good, I
Yeah.
can't remember what you said.
Optimal.
Super
Optimal.
optimal lavender that does exactly what we hope it'll do.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. As the expert, tell us what you love about lavender and how you use it.
I think I love more than anything about lavender is that it's foundational. Like there's a whole bunch of things you can explore, but lavender is the thing that you start with. It's the base, right? And so for me, Lavender's one that's just part of the kit, and it will always be. I was traveling in Guatemala. I had some bug bites. I didn't have every oil available to me, right? I just had a limited thing, but I had a few, and lavender was one of them, and it worked really, really well. I combined it with black pepper, interestingly enough.
Oh.
But it was just an intuitive, this is what I do, and it worked really, really well.
Cool.
So,
Look at that.
lavender is foundational, right? Everything that doTERRA does and everything that we are kind of really bases itself off of the foundation that lavender sets. So.
Another cool part of Ben's job, what I've learned, is you get to go out to the locations, you get to meet the farmers, you get to build these relationships with them. How has that been? Because I know one thing that I'll never forget what you said is, as much as we pursue purity with our oils, we pursue purity with our partners as well, right?
It's great.
Yeah, that was an epiphany I had while I was in Brazil. Ties into lavender, so I'll share it. But we had worked a full day in the Amazon trying to film copaiba harvesting so that I could understand it. And after a full day, I realized that there wasn't a real copaiba harvester in the group. There was a boat driver and a coconut harvester and all these cool people that did different things, but not a copaiba harvester. And so we went again day 2 with a whole new group, chased down somebody that actually knew what they were doing. And that's when I realized, that's when I had that epiphany of, okay, my job isn't just to source the oil. My job is also to source people who care the same way we care, who believe the same things we believe. And when you run into those people, when you find those people, when we find those people, it's magic. Their eyes light up. You start talking about lavender and it's like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing in the world. To them, it's the coolest thing in the world, right? Like, it's like, oh, you want to talk about the thing that I love the most? Let's talk about it. And they get excited, and then they go into great detail and they say, come walk my field with me and let me talk to you about all the things that we've been doing. And when we find somebody who cares the way we care and who believes in the same things we believe, it clicks, and that's really,
Dang.
I love that.
It's so fun to know that you're looking for that, because it just adds this extra like elevated element that we don't see as users. And it's so exciting. As you were talking, I was sitting here thinking somehow that comes through to the bottle. It's been foundational for us users.
Absolutely.
And we can feel that as we use it, and we have our own experiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
definitely
cool.
believe it comes through the bottle. Yeah.
Well, as a user, I'd love to say thank you. Thank you for doing all of this for us. Thank you for traveling everywhere, meeting all the right people, and providing it for us. It's honestly, we shared earlier, it's changed my family's life. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching. Honestly, we appreciate you. One critical piece to this is getting your feedback. Make sure that you're putting your thoughts, basically any oil that you want to hear about, in the comments below. Again, we appreciate you. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you know when episodes are coming out in the future. And thank you for being part of the doTERRA family. We'll see you next time.